I think rather than going down sort of complicated routes, because I find that a lot of people don't realise what they've already got at this moment in time, so what they're already doing. And I think we mentioned it throughout our time together in this podcast, and I'll bring it back up again. So first and foremost, how are you fueling yourself? Meaning the foods that you're eating. And essentially, I'm a big believer in how you start your morning is pretty much how you're going to finish your evening. And how you finish your evening is how you start your morning. And what I mean by that is if we're not eating something in the morning, or we're not fueling ourselves in the right way, whatever the right way works for you, you will have those afternoon crashes, so to speak. You will feel a little bit tired. By the evening, you're like completely crashed out, no energy left over. And I'm talking from experience, by the way, and I just go for a quick fix.
Yeah.
And because it's quick, it's convenient, it's yummy, we'll all latch on to that feeling. It's like, yeah, that was quick, that saved me a lot of time, I can just keep doing what I want to do. And we keep repeating that cycle. And it's breaking that pattern, whatever that pattern is. And I had to break that pattern because I was consuming probably close to 150 grams, 180, maybe 200 some days of sugar just from throughout the whole day. That's a lot.
That's more than I would have in a year.
Yeah, exactly. Hence why I got the infection, Lee. That's why I do what I do now. So, don't make the same mistakes as I did, but for the quickest wins, just have a look at what you're eating. That's number one. Number two, just have a look at just how your bedroom is set up, okay, in terms of sleep hygiene. A lot of people watch telly before they go to bed. I used to do that years ago. I couldn't really switch off without watching something, and then I'd fall asleep and realise that the telly's still on at 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's disturbed me. I've had to open my eyes to artificial light, switch it off, and then try and go back to sleep, and now I can't sleep again. So really, really look at how many digital stuff is in your room right now, and just remove them completely, and just have a bedroom that is just literally got blackout blinds or whatever you've got, curtains, and just draw them and allow your body to move away from the fight or flight and actually move from rest to digest. And sort of 60 to 90 minutes, just have no digital time before you go to bed. We need natural sunlight, night and day. That's how our body's rhythm is. It favours that. That's how it kind of rises to the sun and then slows down around 6-7 o'clock at night. This is all to do with the circadian rhythm. But guess what? We've got so much artificial lighting these days because we live in a digital age. So all these red lights, blue lights, green lights, white lights constantly at us, thinking that the body's getting these signals and messages going, it's still daylight. But actually it's 10 o'clock at night. Yeah. It's time to go to sleep. So definitely look at diet, sleep hygiene is really important, and move. Reason why I say that is because back in my 20s, I thought gym work was the best way to move your body. And actually, yes, it has its purpose, of course, but the best way I understood movement was just, for me, for my body at the time, was actually to walk every day. Okay, get at least half an hour's walk. And I love getting out in the morning and just going for a walk, because I'm exposing my body to natural daylight, which essentially is going to help me throughout the day and help me with my circadian rhythm by the evening.
Yeah.
Moving your body, essentially, your body is designed to move. It's not designed to be static. Just sitting here, like even if you're on your laptop and you're in a Zoom meeting for half an hour, you don't realise how traumatic that is for the body. The body's like, can you move? Your hips are like, can you just move a bit more? We're not designed to move. If we go back to the caveman days, or, where we used to hunt for our food, there was movement every single day. But we seem to have slowed down as time has moved on. That's going to happen. But actually more so now, where everything's so convenient, everything's so accessible, that we do need to move our bodies a lot more. If you just did those 3 things and just got into the habit of doing those 3 things, nothing overwhelming, and just making some subtle changes, you'll notice a massive difference. hugely. If you really commit to it, you'll notice a massive difference in probably less than 30 days if you really, really commit to it every single day.
Yeah.
There's many other ways, like even with diet, that helps with sugar levels go down, and help them maintain at a constant level so they're not fluctuating too much.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I would add to, what you were saying about diet, just make small changes.
Yeah.
One of the things that I really like is, and again, this is a Paul Chek-ism. If it wasn't around 10,000 years ago, don't eat it.
Yeah.
Right? Because, we've been evolving for at least 6 million years as humans. It's probably a lot longer than that if you listen to people like Greg Braden.
Yeah.
But, that's how our bodies have evolved, eating that stuff. So if you're eating stuff that we didn't evolve eating, it's going to make you sick.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, one ingredient foods, right?
Yeah.
If it's got a label, first of all, you might want to question whether you have it at all, but if it has got a label, make sure you check it and it's, you can pronounce the words on the ingredients, because if you can't, again, you probably don't want to be eating it.
You took the words right out of my mouth. So one of the things I've always done as a kid is look at the ingredients of foods, because I'm just curious. I was like, what's in here? And look, a lot of the gluten-free stuff that are on their shelves, if you look at it, endless amounts of ingredients in there, E's and whatever it is. I'm like, nah. It's clever marketing. I get it.
Yeah.
Gluten-free, fat-free, sugar-free, whatever, wheat-free. But when you really deep dive and look into it a lot deeper as to, okay, how is this loaf of bread made up? What's in it? And why is it lasting so long? Then I'd really, really question it and think about, if you can't pronounce those words, just don't eat it.
Yeah, definitely.